People tend to refer to various things around them while performing different tasks. For example, while preparing for exams, you refer to textbooks and notes. If you want to participate in a debate, you will refer to some facts and relevant data. Similarly, to estimate the future sales, a company may refer to the past sales figures or data. The past sales data helps to get an idea about the future sales data. In general, reference is a relation between objects in which one object acts as a medium to connect to another object. Microsoft Excel is equipped with a feature called cell referencing, which assists you to refer a formula in a cell and use it to get the same results in the desired cell. Cell reference in Microsoft Excel is nothing but the cell address in the formula. It helps us to use the data in the different parts of the worksheet. Let us now look at the various types of cell referencing in Microsoft Excel. There are three types of cell referencing. They are relative referencing, absolute referencing, and mixed referencing. Let us discuss each of these types in detail. Let us begin with relative referencing. Relative referencing is a kind of cell reference which changes based on the relative position of rows and columns. For example, if you copy the formula is equal to A2 plus B2 from row 2 to row 3, the formula will become is equal to A3 plus B3. The next type of referencing is absolute referencing. It is a kind of reference which remains constant even if the formula is moved or copied to another cell or sheet. For example, let us take the data to calculate the total incentive earned by employees every month. We can find the incentive earned by multiplying the incentive percentage and the total sales for each month. To do this, type the formula to calculate the incentive amount in the formula bar. Here, the incentive percentage is constant, so we use absolute reference. Note that to create absolute reference, you need to type the dollar symbol before the row and column number in the formula. In this example, click the cell D4 and type the formula is equal to B4 into $D, $1 and press the Enter key. The cell D4 displays the value 3000. Next, copy the cell D4 and paste the formula in the cell D5. Here, you can observe that when the formula is copied, the address of the cell in the B row changes to B5, but the address of the cell in the D row remains the same. This means the value of incentive percentage remains the same when the formula is copied. The next type of cell reference is mixed reference. It is a combination of relative and absolute reference where either a row or a column remains constant. Let us consider the previous example and use mixed reference to calculate the actual monthly expenses. To do this, in the cell D2, enter the charity amount rupees 200. The actual expenses is equal to the total expenses minus the charity amount. Let's write the formula. Click the cell E4 and type the formula is equal to $C4 minus $2 and then press the enter key. The cell E4 displays the value 4800. Next, copy the cell E4 and paste the formula in the cell E5. Here, you can observe the combination of relative and absolute reference in the cell E5. In the given expression, $C5 is an example of absolute column and relative row, which means the column C remains constant and the row number changes. $2 is an example of relative column and absolute row in which the row 2 remains constant and column changes. You can also add the cell reference to another worksheet. This can be done in two ways: using the copy-paste option and using sheet reference. Let us consider an example in which a total of monthly salaries for the year 2015 is calculated in sheet 1. Let's calculate the total of monthly salaries for the year 2016 in sheet 2 using the copy-paste option. Click the sheet 2 tab and enter the sample data as shown on the screen. Now, click the sheet 1 tab and copy the formula in the cell B15. Next, click the sheet 2 tab and paste the formula in cell B15. You can see that the same formula is applied through referencing. Next, let us look at the next method, that is, by using sheet reference. For the previous example, let us calculate the total salaries of each month using the sheet reference option. To do this, in sheet 2, create a new column, total of 2015 and 2016. In cell C3, type the formula B3 plus sheet 1 exclamatory mark B3 and press the enter key. You can see the total salary of January 2015 and January 2016 displayed in cell C3. Next, click cell C3 and move the cursor on the cell boundary till the mouse pointer turns into a plus sign. Drag the mouse pointer to rest of the cells to calculate the total for the remaining months. Let us summarize what you have learnt in this video.